need deals, you need expertise, and you need the financial, qualifications in terms of the debt. You've got to have those three things to get deals done, small or large, but you don't have to have all three. Just me, my truck and tools doing, little odd jobs, 50 bucks here, 100 bucks there. Now, I think my first project might've been $500 or something. And anyways, my first year I did 250,000 in sales. 7 years later, we were doing 30 million a year. We were one of the largest builder developers in the area. I built that and scaled it from 0 to 30 million in 7 years. I, started and bought 12 other companies along the way, scaled those up, sold them off. Started investing in land. That's where my first deal was. It was a lot flip. Then I started building spec houses, and I started, doing land development and commercial and multifamily and industrial, and just kind of scaled from there. And, like I said, it culminated into, several $100 million using my own funds, and then hundreds of millions, doing joint ventures and investor deals, and, hundreds of millions in equity capital, buying, building, scaling, exiting companies, things like that. So, that's my long story short.
For sure. Yeah. And when you get into the bigger numbers and the commercial deals, it's really just, I was having this discussion with someone the other day. It's just like a few more zeros on the transaction, but you got to kind of bring in some capital sometimes, because, when you get into these millions and tens of millions, sometimes you run out of your own money a little quick if you're real estate rich and cash poor, right?
Yeah, big deals are easier to do. They're easier to finance, but you've got to have experience, liquidity, net worth. You got to have one of those three things, right? So you don't have to have all those three. That's where you can kind of surround yourself with partners. And, some of my first, really big deals I did do as joint ventures, where I brought in, net worth partners to come in. I was the builder. So, I was a general contractor my whole career, pivoting from a remodeling handyman company to a residential house builder. I was building, $1 million, multi-million-dollar beach houses down on the Outer Banks. So I had cash flow, I had a good business, and I was building my credit and my net worth to where I was bankable. But, my first big deal, it was actually a probate deal, an estate property that we can talk about later. I know that's your thing. Some of my best deals have been probate deals. Well, I didn't even call them probate. They were just estate properties, right? So those were some of my best deals, not by targeting probate or anything like that. It just happened to be, they were estate deals. So I've had a couple of interesting ones, but anyways, you got to surround yourself. So you need deals, you need expertise, and you need the financial, qualifications in terms of the debt, equity, things like that. You've got to have those three things to get deals done, small or large, but you don't have to have all three. You can have one of those, then you can fill the gaps with the others. So
definitely.